I have an exciting announcement to share with you today. The Miraculous Success Academy 2024 is open now for you to join. So if you are an entrepreneur who has been thinking about epic levels of success in your business, and you have had that niggle inside that's like, this is my year. This is the time I am going all in. This is the time I am really stepping up and rising. Then this is for you. I want you to join me in this incredible experience where you get to spend some time with me as your coach, mentor, guide, and you get to learn, expand, and grow with other amazing women who are all on a journey to make incredible impact in this world. So if that's you, make sure you go and have a look at the links in the bio and come and join us. What have you got to lose? 2024 really is going to be your year. Hope to see you in there. Welcome to the Soulful Badass podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Jackson, an intuitive success coach from the UK, and I'm here to help entrepreneurs, leaders, and soul-aligned goddesses to create epic levels of success and impact in your life and your business. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you are tuning in every week for mindset talk, manifestation, magic, and incredible interviews with other soul-aligned entrepreneurs. So hit the subscribe button, and I'd love to invite you to come and join the Soulful Badass community. All the links are in the show notes. Please go and click them, and I'll see you in there. Hi everyone, welcome to day 6. Where is the time going? I hope you've been enjoying the last few days, and now it's time to look at your why. I always think that women, especially, have a really hard time thinking about their success because they often think they've got to sacrifice something in order to be successful, or they've got to put themselves first, which feels a bit icky, let's be honest. Sometimes women don't like the idea of themselves coming first, and that is why they put themselves on the back burner. They put their desires last. They think it'll come when the kids grow up, it'll come when my husband sorts something out, it'll come when. And it's always the second option to everyone else because you're there for everyone else. But I want to give you a concept today that's going to help with that nurturing energy that you might have. You are allowed to be successful. We've been through that in this course, and I hope you know that. But the big thing is, how do you get yourself motivated enough to make sure that you go for it no matter what? That your dreams and your desires are your biggest priority no matter what. So that could instantly send a shockwave into your body and think, no matter what? You like, And it used to not sit with me very well because I had a massive nurturer gene in me. I was always putting others first, and I always thought that if I was going after my dreams and I was putting myself first, other people would miss out. So we've got to counteract this part of our brain that tells us people are going to be hurt, you're going to have to sacrifice something, or other people are going to miss out due to us putting ourselves first. Because actually, none of that is true. And when I look back at my own journey, I am a much nicer person now that I am going after my dreams. I help a lot more people. I'm a lot less angry. I'm a lot less resentful. I am lovely to be around now. If you'd have met me 10 years ago, you might not have said the same thing. And you might think that you're helping people, putting everybody else first at the minute. But believe me, there'll be a level of resentment, a level of anger, a level of just, is it always about them energy? It'll be hanging over you like a dark cloud without you even realizing it. So how do we overcome it? How do we actually go after our dreams and do it in a way that's so nice that everybody would be backing you as well? Firstly, you get a why that is bigger than you. Who benefits from you having the success in your life? And I want you to look at this from lots of different lenses. So if you go to that dream that you had on day one, if you go to that, who you would be if you were just living the life that you wanted, and start to think about your personality at that point, you'd be reduced to stress, like you wouldn't have as much burden. Who is going to benefit from you being in a higher vibrational state? Who's going to benefit from you being happy in your life? What ripple effect is that going to have on other people? Are you going to be able to show your family, your children, how to be happy themselves? Are you going to be able to role model happiness to them? Are you going to be able to role model how to be an entrepreneur to them and make lots of money? All of these things, people watch what you do. So who is benefiting from you vibrating at a higher state? Who gets to get the best version of you at that point? Now, this could be your clients, it could be your relationship, it could be your family, it could be your community. But get down on a piece of paper, who gets to benefit from you being happier? Because believe me, you being happier will have a huge ripple effect on the world. And once you start to realize this, you can start to feed your ego when it kicks in and tells you, well, you shouldn't be doing it. You should be putting others first. You being successful and you being happy is a way for you to put others first. It is a more natural and a kinder way for you to put others first. So firstly, who benefits from you vibrating higher? Next, who benefits from you having a hell of a lot of money? Who benefits from you being rich? Now, think about this. If you are rich and you are able to spend what you want, you're able to hire the people you want, you'll be able to go wherever you want. Imagine yourself in that life. How much would you be tipping people? How much would you be paying people's wages? How much would you be given to charity? How much would you be given to your community? How much would you be able to do for others because you are rich? Who gets to benefit from you being rich? And this is going to be a wider ripple effect than just your family. It'll be so big once you get into this exercise and let yourself see who is actually going to benefit from you being rich. It's going to be a hell of a lot of people. One, you're going to have more reach. You're going to be able to advertise yourself better. You're going to be able to get out in the public space better. You're going to be able to impact more people. You're also going to be able to hire a team of people, and that's going to then influence those people you work with. One, you're going to be vibrating higher. So all of that team's going to benefit from you being in this high vibrational state and having an amazing employer. But also you're helping them go and feed their families, educate their families, all that impact that you're having there. So from you being rich, how many people are actually benefiting? There'll be so many that you've just never thought of before, because you're probably thinking, who am I to go after my desires? There's people who are poor in the world. There's people who have less than me. All these things that the nurturer gene comes in and kicks in and tells us to think about, but all it is a version of our ego holding us back. We have not been shown in this society yet that good women with money create massive impact. You see pockets of it all over, but imagine if all of us really had money at our disposal, had our values, our worth, our happiness at our disposal, where we can go and teach and educate the next generation. We are the ancestors of those to come. So if we are setting the example for the women in the future, imagine that ripple effect from you having your book out in the world, you having your courses out in the world, you teaching things, you leaving your legacy. Who gets to benefit from your legacy of success? There is so many people, when you get over your ego and realize that you are meant to have an impact in this world, you are meant to be successful because you are meant to spread so much love, joy, money, happiness, confidence. You're meant to teach and show others the way. Whether your success means that you are actually teaching or directly showing others, people will look up at you regardless. People role model what you do. People see what you do, whether they're saying it or not. You are leaving a legacy. You're leaving a legacy now, but is it the legacy you want to make? Is that the legacy you want to leave? The life that you've led, would you be happy if your children role modeled the same life? Would you be happy if somebody said, I want to be like you just now? Or would you want to strive for more and show them how to go after more? Think of the legacy and the impact you're leaving, because every contact leaves a trace. And imagine how big your contact could be and how big of a trace you could be leaving in this world if you were successful and you let yourself really go for what you want to go for. So start to work on your why. Who benefits from your success? Get really, really clear on it. And once you know that, you can use that every time you want to stop. You can say, well, it's not about me. It's about all them people I'm going to be hiring in the future. It's not about me. It's about showing women a better way of doing it. When I did this exercise, I got the huge realization that that was my why. My why is all of you. My why is that I can't stop and I can't let my ego get in the way, because I know I have something to say that women need to hear. I know that money and success and happiness is meant to be in the hands of women. And that is my driver and that is my why. And I now know that those days where I don't feel like showing up, someone needs to hear my voice. And this isn't coming from a super confident, oh my God, people need to hear me. People do need to hear your voice for whatever way, shape or form that you are talking from. So you need to get your voice out there. You need to get your courses out there. You need to get the things that you're doing out there, whether it's that next level up in a career, whether it's the next level up in your business, whatever it is, someone needs that from you. And is it yours to keep back? Is it yours to hold off on? For years, I stopped myself doing the tarot readings online because I didn't want to be seen as a tarot reader, because I'm not just a tarot reader. There's more to it. And I didn't want to be put in a pigeonhole. But when I did this exercise and I seen that I have a gift and that I'm able to share with people, who am I to hold that back? Because of my ego of not wanting to be put in a box. If somebody wants to put me in a box, let them. They just don't know the whole of me. And that's fine. If somebody comes to me for the tarot and that's what they want and that's what they get, then that's brilliant. If somebody sees the tarot and then sees there's so much more, then that's brilliant as well. But it's not for me to hold back on the gifts that I've received. And it's not for you to hold back on the gifts that you've received, because people are going to benefit from you shining that light, being successful, sharing those gifts, influencing the world. So please start to think, who is going to benefit from you getting out there and being successful? Make that your why. Make that the thing that makes you get up out of bed, even on those days where you don't want to. And suddenly you put on the camera, you might have felt crap beforehand, but you put on the camera and you're ready to go, because that is your why. Your soul is singing at that point, because you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. So whatever that looks like for you, obviously I'm talking about videos and things I do, but it'll be different in your world. But whatever that looks like for you, make sure you are getting a clear why on who gets to benefit from you being successful. What legacy do you want to leave? Once you know that, there is no stopping you. Success is your next step. So please let me know what your legacy is. Who's going to benefit from you being successful? Drop it in the group. I can't wait to hear. and I'll catch you tomorrow for day 7. I can't believe how quick it's gone, but thank you for all your engagement. And please join in with this one, because this is a big one. And it's the one that most people shy away from because they don't want to sound showy or all that stuff. But you're in a safe space. This is a confident space for you to do it. Let's sing what we're best at. Bye. Hey.